So sorry for the inconvenience. I'm back to the regular schedule now because I was out with my cousin for the last 2 days. Talking about NXT, I think this episode was really good. Of course, botches happen, but I think apart from that, like everything moved and it feels like the show is getting back to the groove, like it is like now, like we have a direction where things are going. Also they're putting effort into the speed thing. It's just that why not in the women's speed thing, like Fallon Henley has not defended her title and you have women for that. Like why not Ren Sinclair only? Like why not with her? They're already having like a feud like Kendall Gray and all that. You can do stuff there. I don't know why they are not doing it because Fallon Henley was supposed to be the girl. JC Jane became the girl due to a mistake. So please treat my girl Fallon right. Apart from that, Joe Henry defended his championship against Jackson Drake. The thing with the vanity projects is it is a gimmick that can act that a booker can book them as solid heels, or he can easily book them as jobber acts. Like the vanity project, it looks like when they go to the main roster, they're gonna be jobbers. Like if they can make American made jobbers who were like tanks, they can certainly make these guys, because these guys, I think, they cannot be taken seriously if they're in singles competition. They just don't look intimidating enough, and even their attires are very like normal. It kind of looks like when Jeff Hardy wrestled Razor Ramon, and even less cooler than that. So yeah, Jackson Drake was like, yeah, he's not him. But yeah, I'm liking that they're giving them opportunities. Otherwise, if the previous guys were there, maybe Jackson Drake would not have gotten even to the level of like a North American championship. But with them out, you're having him go up against Joe Henry, and also Joe getting his first defense out of the way against the guys who he has been feuding for a while, and they admitted that they attacked him. So yeah, he defended his title against Jackson Drake in a good match. Joe Henry had his rah-rah speech that will take NXT to bigger heights and everything. Then Ricky Saints, after the match, he returned. Why did he have to wear a jacket? Like he was there last week in the ladder match. Like what? If you come running with a jacket, like what? He'll be like, okay, this is not Ricky Saints. This just must be a fan, so I won't hit him or anything. And of course, it's Ricky Saints, so he has to be extra zesty, like not, zipping up his jacket. And he attacked him, so looks like they are going to have a feud over the championship, maybe February 24th. Maybe we will see them also, because we're going to see JC and Soul Ruka. Because what happened was that in the Zaruka versus Sinclair and Kendall Gray, Ren QCC, Zarya was thrown into the corner, and accidentally, when Soul Ruka was pushed, it kind of looked like Soul Ruka herself jumped. I didn't. I think her reaction was a little bit late. The referee was like, "Yeah, it's a tag," and then Zarya was destroying both of them. Then Soul comes in. She gives a soul snatcher, because actually Ren Singh, I think it was Kendall, or Ren, I think it was Kendall who threw herself too early for the soul snatcher, because in the soul snatcher a lot of it has to do with the timing, because a person has to throw himself, because otherwise you cannot do the move. Like a person has to land at a certain time when a soul jumps for it. But yeah, in the end she won, and after the match it was like Zarya was ready to kill her. Like you could see Soul was like, man, it was not my fault, and she just shrugged it off. Then JC Jane and Fatal Influence came out. They were just bad mouthing Soul Ruka without the mic while the music was going on. And you could see Zarya was just focused on Soul. Either Zarya is costing JC Soul Ruka her match, or I think she is probably turning on Soul after Soul wins the NXT championship. But are they gonna change the championship on like a normal TV? Because also I don't think they have a plan. Like if JC loses, like what is she going to do? Okay, you can do rematches, but like can you extend it till like March 31st? I Maybe you can, because I don't think they have plans for them for the main roster. But it's just that if JC Jane wins here again, like who is going to defeat JC for the NXT Women's Championship? Because I do think she is going to get called up. Either the whole Fatal Influence does, or at least she does, because she's been there for a while. And I think you also need to move on from JC as champion. Like new people have to be. Maybe Soul wins here and she loses to Zarya at Stand and Deliver, and then Soul goes to main roster. She has the NXT Women's Championship for like a month. She goes there, and Zarya can be your top heel women's champion in NXT. And I think she can carry NXT on her back, and she'll finally have that proper singles run that I think she needed to. With the men's speed stuff, they had Eli Knight versus, I don't remember the guy's name. Yeah, Bricks, and the match was fine. In the end, Eli Knight's moonsault landed a bit off, because I think he landed with his knees on his like either chest or like stomach. Though the jump was high, but I hope that he's Josh Briggs is okay. After the match, Ilya Lafleur came out, because I think whoever is going to win between them is going to challenge Jasper Troy for the championship. But then Jasper Troy attacks both of them. Man, Jasper Troy is so slow. Like, even when he does a surprise attack, it's not even a jog. Like, it looks like you are attacking me by surprise, and even then, your clothesline looks like you just gently pushed me. Like, how, man? And then he beat both of them up. Although it kind of looked like Ilya Lefleur was super kicking and like drop kicking Eli Knight for no reason. The way that he was like, he put some extra into his legs there. So yeah, you're gonna get that. Apart from that, a lot of things happened with the tag division, because you had Hank and Tank confronting Dark State. They had a brawl, and then you had Hank and Tank versus the Vanity Project. And I think it's probably unofficially the number one contenders match, because in that match you had the Culling come out, you had Dark State there. They went on to and in the first segment, Tony D'Angelo came out with the two members in the ring. I think it was Dion Lennox and the white guy, and he like that spear was more like a tackle, and you could feel the anger that Tony has. The way he screamed, like the way his look is with that beard, that hair, that jacket, and he's like so jacked. It feels like he has finally found his gimmick that can help him like go to the main roster and hopefully have a successful career. I think he has finally found the gimmick, and he's giving it his all. And I'm glad that the crowd is also like cheering him on. And this feels actually like a complicated story. Like you have Dark State within the tag team division as well. So they also have beef with Joe Hendry, and you have this Tony D'Angelo thing also going. So they're also doing good with Dark State. Like Dark State has been on and off for a while, even though it's still goofy. The way their gimmick is, the way they come to the ring, the way they talk, it like a bunch of wannabes. But NXT has done its job to make sure that they are the bad guys. Like they are the bad guys, that bad guys are feuding with bad guys. And I think that is also a problem in NXT, that they have a lot of heels. Like in the tag division, apart from Hank and Tank, who are the faces? Because even in Chase U, one of them is leaving to join this Stacks faction. Like you have a lot of heels there. You had the brawl and everything that helped Vanity Project get the win over Hank and Tank. So yeah, that happened. And the main stuff, the Blake Monroe and Jada Parker, even though their feud is mainly that that both are sassy women, and like I'm more sassy than you, I'm better than you. Like it's like a girl, like it's a proper bitch feud. But the intensity that they had in this match, it was like, yeah, bitch, I am that bitch, and I'm gonna kill you. The way it went to a double disqualification, and then Jada just fucking destroyed her, destroyed Blake Monroe. That hypnotic to the referee was funny though. Can you imagine that someone is running and jumping with you with their ass on your face, and you just slump? You just go full slump. Even though Blake Monroe was just there, she didn't need to do that. That was like, she is there on that side. How do you mistake that referee to be Blake Monroe? Then she also then she also kicked a security guard in the nuts. The security guards were, honestly a little bit scared because they were like they don't want to hurt her, but they were also like having a lot of fun handling her there. Then she also kicked a security guard through the barricade, and you could see the security guards trying to make those moves look so hurtful. Like they were doing extra, like doing like this, like Bollywood level landing. Like the punch is here, but the guy was like this on her. So yeah, like it was really good. And there was a kid, some white kid in the crowd who was losing his mind when Jada Parker was hitting those JAGs. So yeah, this NXT episode I liked it. So like, what do you think about the show? What do you think about my review? Tell me in the comment section. If you like this type of content, like this video, share and subscribe. If you don't, then share with those who do. My social media accounts, which are my Twitter/X account and my Instagram account, links are in the description. So go follow me on that. My UPI ID link, which is shabboy@OKICICI, is also in the description. So go donate any amount of money which can help me make YouTube a permanent career option. So that was it for me for today. So thank you. Goodbye. Alvida.